Hello all, I'm Ultraviolent 4 and this is part 16 of Centaur Air Elementalist. 16. This is by far the longest series yet. And that is because this game has been a struggle. Although I'd say it's kind of looking up. If you had asked me even just one episode ago whether this character would make it to 15 runes, I would have said nay. Whereas if you asked me now, I'd still say nay. Because this character's a horse. Get it? I'm sorry. I'm laughing at my own jokes. We're here in Lom's palace. We're about to go assault Lom. It's a horse. Yeah. So Lom's really dangerous. If this were the last rune that we were getting, I would consider very strongly using our control blink to just blink past her, reporting the rune, and then just getting away. The problem is that if you steal a rune from a panlord, they can turn up on later floors. And while we only have one more pan rune to get, we're really lacking on teleports. We only have 5 total, which means teleporting away from Lom on other floors is using a resource that we really don't have much of. So we're going to try to kill her. I'm not sure that we can, but we can certainly try. Okay, we don't have our Elec. That's a bit of a worry. So we could quaff one of our 4 resistance potions. I think what I might do though is take off this ring, the one with RN and MR on it, and switch for the RLEC one. This RLEC ring gives us MR minus and we lose our RN, but for one, Lom doesn't have tormentors, so we're not worried about RN, and Lom also doesn't hex you, but I will have to be wary of sometimes there are liches or ancient liches in the room. If that's the case, we're going to be risking getting paralyzed, so we're going to have to make alternate arrangements. But on the face of it, this is fine, and we get extra magic points. Got to remember that though, because if we leave this pan floor with only 1 point of MR, we are asking to get paralyzed and killed. So now we have. Actually, this might not be worth doing because Lom has Glaciate, so we also want to have as much RC as we can get. In which case we will have to quaff resistance anyway. Alright, is this the best ring to have then? What does that do? We lose a bit of int, but our spells are all still pretty castable. I think we'll keep this one on anyway. The extra magic points might come in handy, and the little bit of lower int doesn't really matter. Okay, I don't know how this is going to go. But if this goes really poorly, we might just try to ninja the rune. It's one of the endings that doesn't have a little room. So as soon as we step in, we probably can just abort it and run. Maybe we will do that. I'll try to fight Lom. We'll see how it goes. So we're going to want to haste and resistance before we run in. Another thing as well is that it is worth using Tornado against Lom if you have it, because your own tornado prevents you from being affected by a hostile tornado. So even if Lom casts her own, it won't throw us around everywhere. And how do we kill Lom? I guess we Orb of Destruction. That's about all we've got. Don't really want to cast Malign Gateway if we're going to be using Tornado, because we're just going to hurt it and turn it hostile. I guess we do it. So haste, resistance. Probably also worth casting, quaffing a Brilliance Potion. If I can find it. They're all in alphabetical order, but I still have a lot of trouble with it because apparently alphabetical order is challenging. So we're fast, we're brilliant, we're resistant. I guess it's time to head in. I'm still really nervous. Let's cast our Tornado. Yes, it's alright. Alright, and then let's go. We've got a whole bunch of other random things. There is the rune. I think... Let's just deport it to us. So then, if we need to run, we can now, and we've got the rune. So we don't need to kill Lom, but let's at least try. Let's see how it goes. So I'm going to cast Orb Destruction. I think we hit something else, and Lom blinks around, so it makes it hard. Did we just hit the wall? Yeah, here comes the Glaciate. Yeah, I don't think this is happening. Let's channel magic. I think we are just running from Lom. This doesn't seem to be going particularly well. We can try some orbs now. Okay, she's out. Is she flying? She is flying. So we can airstrike her. I wonder if airstrike even does anything. Not really. It's kind of just a waste of mana and turns. Okay. No. I don't think this is happening. Maybe it is. Let's go another channel magic. And I made this point at the end of the last one, but maybe you didn't see it, so I'll tell you again. Let's query Lom. Let's have a look. Lom Lebon. Okay. If you are dying, but you think Lom's nearly dying as well, I just need to hit her a little bit more and she'll die. You are a fool. And the reason for that is here, under Major Healing. Lom can heal for up to 240 HP. And if Lom heals for up to 240 HP a couple of times in a row, she will go from being nearly dead to being full HP again. And then if you are about to die to a Glaciate or two, guess what? She's going to hit you with a Glaciate or two. So yeah. Lom is either you kill her, or if she's killing you, you run away. You do not ever... okay, we've lost our haste, but we're still resistant. You never think she's nearly dead. I'll just hit her a little bit more. Like she healed then, I think. I can't tell, but she was nearly dead and now she's got HP again. So let's keep going. A couple more. Okay, we got her. Alright, good. So Lom down. There's nothing else to check on this floor, but before we forget, let's take this Aralek ring off. Because do not want to have 1 point of MR when we leave the floor. So that was pretty straightforward. Lom can be really swingy. That is basically down to her, how ham she goes at casting Glaciate, and also how much she heals. But that time wasn't too bad. Alright, one more rune. Good old Tsitsimals. Let's cast our Tornado. We immediately get tormented. I guess we use Airstrike, I guess. Okay, good. At close range like that, Orbit Destruction is pretty useless because it needs distance to wind up its power. Okay, good. I'm not worried about Executioners, but I gotta remember to cast Regen. Doesn't matter how many times I say that, I am just a serial offender of forgetting Regen. Need to make a macro in real life that makes me press my in-game macro. Okay, just checking my resists that I've got the right things on. How are we going for spells? Control Blink is at 10%. I still think that's not good enough. When you need Control Blink to live, you want it at 1%. Certainly you want it lower than 10%. In a life or death situation, a 1 in 10 chance of dying is too high. And Tornado is getting down there. It's at 16%. I thought this day would never come. It's pretty reliable now though. We're almost at 26. I feel like we may as well just go to 27. Cool. This is Holy Pan. Holy Pan is one of the worst flaws. It's so bad. I think I just want a magic map to try to find the exit. Okay, so if you don't have the demonic rune yet, which we do, it's always guaranteed to spawn on this floor. It's going to be in that room, just there, and it will be guarded by a seraph and a whole bunch of devas. Especially if you are undead, if you are a demon spawn or something like that, you have to get out of here because angels will just destroy you. The exit is here. All three will be out. Although there's an exit over there. I wonder if that's an abyss portal. Yeah, you still have to fight divas just to get to the exit. Worth noting that all these walls you can kill whole. So you can, if you're patient, fight all the divas one at a time. Which you should do because their smites really hurt. Oh, it's an exit. Okay, I think we just go. Previously, so there are little themed ones to different gods. So over here, this is like a little alley place. This bit is Zin. This is usually sort of like a pearl dragon cave. And is this the shining one? This bit? Maybe. I don't know. But anyway, once upon a time, Zin's little palace over here used to always have a whole bunch of cure mutation potions. I thought they changed them to be mutation, but it doesn't seem to be the case. So, yeah. I used to really like doing this for the cure mutes, but I don't anymore. When you do Ellie's bit over here, she often has a lot of heal wounds potions. And then, yeah, maybe that's the shining one. I don't know. My Holy Pan lore is weak. Or maybe just the main palace is the Shining One's palace. Yeah, I think that's the case. This is the Shining One. I don't know. In any case, this floor is so dangerous. I think it's probably, just on the face of it, the most dangerous place in all of Crawl. So I would really like to leave. As much as it would be good to have some heal wounds potions and maybe some extra loot, particularly in the castle, often there's really good loot in there. But it's just going to be, it's going to be really dangerous. It's going to take a lot of time to do. I think I just go, I half want to do it just to show you, but I also really just want to go. Let's go. Otherwise, yeah, it's probably going to take me another episode or two to do Holy Pan, and we don't really need to. Alright, back in. If I didn't already have the demonic rune, I would have done it. But not this time. Also, if I didn't have a good armor, Pearl Dragon armor is really good. It's the same protection as a plate armor. Gives you a point of RN, which is good and extended. And it's the same encumbrance as, I think, maybe the Ice Dragon scales, but if not, it's one heavier. So it's the same as Fire Dragon scales. So it's relatively light, but gives you plate armor defense. So that's really good. But yeah, we really need this armor for RC. Alright, on we go. Give us our last floor. How many floors have we done? You can go !# to see your character dump, and it will tell you somewhere here. We have entered Pandemonium 7 times and seen 37 of its levels. That's actually quite a large number. I'd say on average you probably go about 28, 30, somewhere in that realm. I find, I mean, it's just confirmation bias, but I find that quite often I end up needing 40 or so floors to get all the rune ones to spawn. But that's life. Oh, food. Give me it. Nope. On the left there is probably the pan, so the pan lord. So we're gonna head to the right. Should have, yeah, Wormbane out for the R poison. And this last Panlord floor, he's on the mutation one. It's the one where you get really badly mutated. I guess in a way it's kind of nice that it's our last pan floor. Yeah, here we go. Alright, so if you are struggling with magic mapping floors, this is definitely one you want to do. Because this floor is filled with Necrosects and Cacodemons, and they all mutate you. So it's one where you really just want to go, charge the Rune Vault, and then get out of here. You don't want to clear it, you don't want to explore it, you don't want anything to do with all the Cacodemons. Okay, check out MR. We've got 3. It's not great. You often see a lot of golden eyes in here, which can confuse you. What was I going to say? Mnoleg is kind of the easiest one of all the Panlords. He doesn't... Let's look him up. I don't actually know how you spell his name, so maybe we'll cheat. M-N-O? Mnoleg. Okay. Yeah, he's not that threatening directly, so most of his spells don't target you. It's more he summons things, so he can summon chaos. I think that just means... Okay, no, it means he can might things. But he can summon horrible things. He can summon Malign Gateway, which is our spell that we have, summon eyeballs, and then random bolts. It's more, he also tends to step behind his summons. So the way that you die to him, if you do, is not usually directly. Usually you might get paralyzed by the tentacle or by the eyeballs. But yeah, he himself is not too directly threatening. With Tornado, which is good AoE, we shouldn't have too much problem getting him, because it's going to attack all his summons as well as him. Here we go with the Cacodemons. Let's get our Tornado going. No, the Cacodemons didn't even come. Yeah, there's basically nothing you can do. If you somehow got out of here without getting mutated, you're some sort of hacker. I like how all the walls around us are being dug. It tells us there are Cacodemons coming. They do fly, right? Yeah, they do. Good. So we can airstrike him as he comes. Let's get our... Yeah, look at this. Let's get our Tornado on them. Strange energies course through your body. Great. Yeah, I don't know why I'm worried about it. Like, it's gonna happen. It's just... There's no way. Which is why I think with where mutation potions are at the moment, where they just got recently changed to remove fewer, it's really not good if you are planning on doing pan or do extended, because you're going to get pretty badly mutated, and there's not a very reliable way to get rid of them anymore. Okay, how about we put down a freezing cloud for all these guys. We'll airstrike the Cacodemon from behind the other dude to try to avoid being mutated. Too late. You feel weaker. That one's not a huge deal. I mean, you can always eat the mutagenic flesh if you get stuck with some really bad ones you can't get rid of, but still. It's not a great way to do it. That can make it worse. What did we get there? You feel clumsy. So we're back down to 8 int. Dex, I mean. I thought I had a force morph set up to tell me when strange energy flows through my body, but it looks like that's not working. Strange energies course through your body. I'm just going to put that on my... Actually, I'm just going to copy that into my chat window so I'll remember afterwards. I'll check up on my file, because I'm sure it used to work. The screen used to flash at me when I was getting mutated, so I didn't miss them. Anyway. Here they come. Our spells are easier to cast again, but less powerful. I've been told that that was made worse, as in previously that wasn't, we feel weaker again, that wasn't too bad a mutation, but apparently that really does affect your spell power now. I don't know how true that is. I'm going to out the person. It was Alcopop who told me that. Alcopop might be fake news. Let's have a look. Where are my spells here? Our power is, I guess, pretty low. It's not that low. I don't know. Maybe that's not true. But that means we can control blink at 8%. That's pretty good. I don't know. We'll deal with this afterwards. There's no point worrying. Oh, hey, we're not worried about golden eyes because we have clarity. Huh. Okay, well, that's good. Good to know. Being very clumsy and having only 6 decks is not good, though. We're going to have to do something about that before we do Hell and Tomb. There he is. I don't think we need a haste against Mnoleg. Can we get some Orbs of Destruction on him? Not really, because he's just going to flood us with summons. Does he fly? He does. So we can airstrike him. Actually, if he's right next to us, let's hit him with... okay, we've got control blink, so we can try to get away at any point. But we'll just hit him a bit with Wormbane. Okay, just taking this really slowly. Especially if he summons the Paralyzing Eyes, we need to do something. Okay, he's really not even hurt at all. I think we're okay. Tornado is gone, the status, so let's Tornado again. And maybe, is he resistant to cold? Not at all, actually. Huh. So maybe we should be hitting him with bolts of cold. That might have been a better play. Alright, so let's channel magic. And then let's start bolt of colding him. Oh yeah, that's much more effective. Yeah, that worked way better. Tornado again. As soon as the status goes. Good. Alright. Mnoleg down. Let's get away from the tentacle. Actually, let's just get the rune and get out of here. We don't have a choice. You're urged to yell lessons, so that was helpful. That's all of our pan runes. Sweet. And another episode where we got two runes in one episode. And it's only been about 25 minutes. We might even get 3. No way. Are you telling me the series might finish before part 30? Alright, so we're done with Pan. That means take the Abyss exit. I don't think we've seen it yet. No. So we want to find... Oh, we have. So head to the Abyss. And that's your best ticket out. Sweet. Magic mapping scrolls are really valuable, as is the heal wounds. Awesome. I mean, we could always scum Abyss for some stuff. No, don't do that. Although you could. If I were actually afraid of starving to death, that might be something that I would do. Run around in the Abyss for a while, try to find more food. But I'm not actually worried. Naga bardings. Yeah, so we never saw any more Centaur bardings. It's the only one. Also, why are you so strong? And we are out. 10 adventures done. 10 runes. Sweet. Let's get deflector missiles up. Alright, So I don't think we can go into either... Well, our final runes are in Hell and they're in Tomb. I don't think we can do either of those with only 6 decks. So Death Curses from Mummies can hit your stats, and the Hell effect that hits you every so often can also hit your stats. And both of them can do more than 6. I think it can do up to 8 on both of them. Death Curse. I don't know if this will actually tell us. Yeah, there are 8 entries for this. Let's look at one more. Death Curse 2. Your Occult Plant has a weird expression for a minute. Great. Very, very informative. Alright, so I think they can do up to 8. So having 6 decks means you're likely to just pass out, because either you get Death Cursed or the Hell effect puts you to 0 decks. So I think we need to try to quaff our mutation potions to try to get rid of this. Alright, well, let's do it. We've only got 2, so please no teleportitis. Okay. We ended up with... We still got scrolls taking us longer to read. We ended up with Dex +2 from being Dex -4. And we yell uncontrollably at our foes, which is not a big deal. Our spells being easier to cast but a little less powerful, I think isn't a big deal either. So I think I'm pretty happy with this. So do we do Tomb or Hell? I don't know. I feel like we don't have a great way to do Tomb. How do we kill greater mummies? We don't have great AoE that's not Tornado. But also, I was saying we might go towards Glaciate, but greater mummies don't really get hit by Glaciate either. Very much. Greater mummy. They resist cold, but apparently they don't resist cold a lot, so maybe Glaciate isn't that bad. Is that what we do? I don't know. I used to do Tomb, sometimes as my 6th rune, sometimes now, or sometimes during the middle of Pan. But I think with the fact that there are no longer stairs, it's probably become one of your last runes, if not your 15th. If I had a better AoE, if I had Glaciate already up, or if I had Firestorm up, I probably would go do it now. And that's because as a caster, although you can probably do this with a lot of things actually, you can break the walls, and you're going to see that, even without Shatter. It's interesting, but I'll show that to you in a bit. I think we're going to go do Hell first. Yep, let's go to Hell. Okay. Things for Hell. First of all, when you first go in, you're in the Vestibule of Hell. If you're planning to Stair Dance, don't. Because you can be knocked off the stairs by Hell Beasts. Having AoE is good, but the thing is, in the Vestibule, by the time you're this strong, it's not really that threatening. So we should be okay. We've only got 4 agility, but I don't mind quaffing a potion of agility just to be a little better against physical attacks. I'm going to regen. I'm going to try again. Alright. And then we're just going to use Tornado to try to kill all this stuff. Note that these red walls in here are diggable. So you can always just dig a kill hole and then fight stuff in here. We're going to start trying to fight... Oh man, I really don't want to get mutated. Not now. Let's try and airstrike the Cacodemon. It's actually the monster in here right now that scares me the most. Cacodemon. As sad as that is. And maybe we just go back upstairs. Do we? Yeah, maybe. Let's do it. Get rid of all this stuff. Okay, so similar plan. I don't think we need an Agi, but we are going to regen. Cast our Tornado again. I am preemptively going to dig behind us, so we can run in if we need to. Alright, go Tornado. And again. Okay, good. We do have control blink, very castable at the moment. It's at 6%. Speaking of which, I think we keep going. Let's get it almost fail-proof. So I'm not too worried here because we can always just control blink back to the stairs and get out. Go, Yon. You don't have any resistances apparently, so I could be hitting you with bolts of cold. Let's get a tornado going and then we'll bolt of cold him again. Is he down? No. He's twisting around. Got him. Okay, let's go up. He drops a horn which summons hell beasts, but requires you to have evocations to actually do anything useful with. It's like using a sack of spiders without any evocation skill. You don't really do anything. Okay, I should be healing up before I actually start exploring the rest of the floor. Alright. Can we actually hurt these guys? I don't know. Let's make a tornado. It means that the Revenant can't get us with his draining clouds. Okay. And then you have 4 areas of hell. They're all themed. I think if you have enough RF, I think the fire one, which is Gehenna, is maybe the easiest. The undead one, Centaurs, is also not easy. I don't want to say easy because none of them are easy, but Centaurs is maybe next. So if you have the requisite resistances, RN for Centaurs and fire for Gehenna, I think they're probably the 2 easiest. I think Cicadas is the worst. It has Ice Fiends, which is the worst kind of fiend, and then Antaeus, who is the boss, is really, really difficult. And then this is kind of a mixed bag. It has all 3 fiends, so you can get really unlucky there. It has the worst Serpent of Hell, if you happen to get the Dis Serpent of Hell. Let's drop these books. And then, I don't know, yeah, it has lots of Hell Sentinels, so they're hard as well. Iron Giants as well, not as broken as they once were. So briefly, Dis became the worst, because Iron Giants basically were so strong, they would just 1v1 your... I had a Deep Dwarf who couldn't even 1v1 Iron Giants. They were very silly. But I think, so we've got full RF. I think that's where I want to go first. Then we'll do the undead one. Then we'll do Dis. Then we'll do Cicadas. Maybe at some point we'll throw Tomb in there. But I think I'd like to have a better AoE that blows things up more than Tornado does. Because killing greater mummies over several turns while they torment you and smite you does not sound great. I mean, Tornado has been really good for me this game, but yeah, I think I want to have something else. It's 13% to fail. Maybe we do just stop air magic. Now let's take it to 27. We are the Cloud Mage. We can get an air magic title. That'd be pretty cool. And then... should I start training ice magic now? Can we ever actually cast Glaciate, or am I just being silly? 100% to fail. I guess that's not that surprising. Because we only have 10 ice magic and 16 Conjurations. Probably we'd need to get them both up around 20. to cast it well, but I mean we can use Brilliance, which we have quite a few of. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just get our translocations up a little bit more. It's at 5%, so maybe we'll take it to 21 or 22 and stop. We'll get M Magic to 27, maybe Spellcasting to 22 and stop, and then we'll try to get an AoE, which there's no point going Firestorm, it'd have to be Glaciate. Alright, that's that, that's our plan. We've got all 3 points of RF. Let's head into this one. I'm gonna eat before we go in, we'll get full, and regen. Okay, so the way Hell works is I don't know the exact number, but roughly every 30 to 50 turns, the Hell effect can give you a bad effect. It can summon monsters around you, it can torment you, it can do a whole bunch of things that can confuse you, it can petrify you, it can contaminate you, it can drain your stats, etc. So basically, you don't want to be in here, you don't want to be resting, you want to be diving as quickly as you can down to the 7th floor, which is where you find your rune boss. Okay. There's also the experience here is pretty poor now. Like there are a lot of skeletons and undead guys who don't really give you very much as far as experience goes, and there's never any loot on these top floors. So you just want to find the stairs and get down. So we're basically just going to abuse our passage, our control blink, our centaur speed, and we're going to try to find stairs and then get down them. And I guess we may as well throw tornadoes as we do that. We can sort of passively kill things as we run around. Unfortunately, it makes it, see there, that was the Hell effect. Something frightening happens, you feel yourself slow down, so we're slowed. So this is, like, there's nothing we could have done about that, that's just the Hell effect. And this is why I think a lot of people consider Hell to be worse than Pan. Although, I don't know. I mean, maybe. Okay, that was a Hell effect. We got a Brimstone Fiend on top of us. Let's Tornado and then Airstrike him. Good. I shouldn't be resting, but I did it. We got slowed again. Because if we're running out of mana, rather than resting, if we really need it, we would be better off probably to just channel magic. There we go. You feel your flesh rotting away. Nice. We went from 250 HP to 240. Also, these stairs up, they take you, no matter what floor you're on, they take you back to the vestibule. It's kind of like being in an abyss. The gateways up are actually not up, the gateway is out. Same deal here. I could have stepped on that teleport trap just to try to uncover more floor, but too late for that now. I want to kill the flayed ghost because if I just ignore him, he's going to flay us. We just run around. I should be casting regen and just tornadoing things. Check this room. Tornado, unfortunately, it makes it hard to see the tiles around you. It's not a big deal, I guess. Hey, there's a stair. We are flying, although we're losing our buoyancy. Oh, that was a Hell summon. We've had our MR halved, I think by the Hell effect. That's not good when there's a Lich around, but he doesn't have direct line of fire to us to actually hex us, so that's okay. Let's kill this stuff. And we're on level 4, so we're trying to get down to 7. You sense a horrible presence. It's just a green death. Good. I get afraid that it's gonna mean fiends. Alright. That's a lot of stuff. Let's tornado. What is happening? Pressing the wrong buttons. Pressing the wrong buttons. Regen. Alright. The Ice Dragon zombies just get destroyed by Wyrmbane because they're still dragons, even though they're zombies. Silly pigs. Tormentors, do not want. Hellions, do not want. We just want stairs, that's all. Just stairs, that's it. Hey, there's one. This is a nice looking... Oh, it's not actually an ambush vault, that's okay. Well, we got to get the Hellion. Let's make a tornado. There are 2 of them. So I think I want to get around this corner so only one can see us at a time. Okay, Sif is giving us gifts, but we don't really care about those. Let's get our regen going. And I'm just waiting here because the Hellion has to die. Okay, good. We don't want to run into the open with the Hellion around. I wonder if Lesser Beckoning would be worth learning. Just as an experiment. Probably not. I'm going to say no. But, same thing, gonna run around the corner. With the amount of translocations power that we have, we probably could pull almost any enemy to us from full screen. I've never tried it with this much translocations power. Curious. I guess it doesn't hurt us to try. Because with Sif we can always forget it again. So just, let's try it. Maybe we'll find some uses. It's on F. I'll have to remember, it's not a spell that I normally use, so it's probably not going to occur to me to use it. Alright, oh no, we got one more floor. I thought we were on 6. Never mind, we aren't on the last one now. Okay, so again, we've got magic mapping. Once you've done 15 runes, Zot is much less scary. So I'd rather use my 4 magic mapping scrolls for the 4 final hell floors, so we can figure out what we're working with. Okay. Alright. Alright, that's a scary mob of enemies. Let's go Tornado. Let's go Tornado. And Bolt of Cold, the Hellion. Good. The way that I like doing this one is that, so if you're just following the natural plan, you walk all the way around the outside, you walk across this gap here and then in, but you can actually just fly over the lava, or if you have passage, you could passage as well. I wouldn't mind getting my mana back though. I can rest here on the gateway out. Now that we've discovered the stairs, we can always just come back in, and then we immediately know where to go to just dive again. So many of these gargoyles. Okay, there's a Brimstone Fiend. We don't have any more mana. Let's try an airstrike. Try an Orb of Destruction. I think we might be leaving. Are we leaving? Yeah, I think we're just leaving. Alright, we can come back down. Alright, 1 second. That's better. Need to turn the light on. That's why I've been hitting the wrong keys. How many? We've got only 3 potions of curing. That's actually so small. I was just thinking I might quaff one to take our HP back up to 250. But if we've only got 3... Okay, let's go buy some. Wait, there are 20. Why are there 20 potions of curing sitting on D9? That's not right. Looks like we dropped them to go into the trove. Oh no, to use the shop. Okay, well, that was a mistake. Let's quaff one. Okay, that takes our health back up to 250. Alright, good. Whoops. Maybe I should have picked that fruit up as well. Whatever, doesn't matter. Okay, so we're going to Gehenna. Yeah. And yeah, we know where all the stairs are now, so we can just run to them. It is up there. Quick check on our skills. They're probably roughly the same because you don't get much experience here in Hell. Where am I going? Why am I going up here? That's not the right way. It's over this side. Right. Everyone's still here, just chilling out. I feel like I want to airstrike that guy because he's about to die. Alright, you see there that you can sometimes come down different stairs. So you don't always know exactly where the stairs are going to be. As in, I kind of lied or half lied when I said if you leave Hell you can just come back down. But you more or less can. Like here, we came down a different stair, but because we've seen the floor, we can quite easily find our way over there. Similarly here, let's shut the door for the Hellion. So here, again, we came down a new stair, but we know that this one's up here, so we can just head towards it. You're going to open the door, Hellion? I assume the hogs can't. That's a fiend. Right on top of us. Should tornado. We failed it again. And Hellion turned up. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. The Brimstone Fiend is still almost on full health. We're more than halfway dead. And there's also a Fiend. There's also a Hellion. So I think let's cast our Control Blink back onto the exit. And let's just get out of here. And we can attempt it for a 3rd time. No point dying. Just to, I don't know, prove a point maybe. And we could very easily just leave and then come back in again. I'll come in again. Okay. Of course, zombies and skeletons can't follow you up and down stairs, so even if they're adjacent to you, they won't actually follow. Do we still... No, we don't need mana to use our wands, it's just checking. Good to know these things. Alright, this is a new stair, but that's okay. We're going on to level 7 again, which we've mapped, so it's not a big deal. Alright, so that wasn't too painful. Hey, we even came down the same one. Is this Fiend still here? Yes, but we can Orb of Destruction him now. Good, that's better. Alright, Okay, let's get over there. Still got to be very careful of any fiends and hellions. It doesn't matter how many runes you get and how strong your character becomes. Fiends and hellions will always kill you. I've lost 14 rune characters where I was going to get my 15th rune in hell in here in Gehenna and I died because I got cocky. Don't ever get cocky. Torment always hurts. Okay, we can probably... Oh no, he's going to come out. I was thinking of the lava snakes where they are stuck in the lava. Good old tornado. Got to get the Hellion though. Good. It's been pretty good for us this game, Tornado. I'd say a lot of people, even quite respectable, experienced players, really don't like Tornado much. I think it's a pretty cool spell. Hell Effect took our RF. We've got RF minus at the moment. Alright. And actually, the Iron Golems aren't that scary because we'll just block most of their attacks. They're basically just a physical damage dealing melee attack monster. Translocations to 21. We are at 4% on controlled blink. If we lose this mutation, it will be harder again. But maybe we just stop. I think we stop. Let's get these up to 22 and 27 and then work on Glaciate. Probably we should be training fighting, armor and dodging again. But I've kind of felt okay with our defenses. Our problem has been mostly lack of offense, which, as I always try to say, for your general skilling, your offense is always the thing you want to work on first. And it's only once you're comfortable killing things that you try to be, or you at least focus on your defense. Okay, I'm just worried about fiends, tormentors, that sort of thing. Let's go Tornado. And, oops, accidentally switching. Okay, good. The tormentors die pretty well to the Bolt of Cold, I think. Seems to be the case. Let's not use our mana. We want to save our mana for the fiends, like this. Okay, Tornado and... okay, yeah. Let's get regen going. Thank you, Sif. I think we're pretty good for books. Yeah. Why am I not picking it up? Oh, auto pickup was off. I understand now. We want regen going as well. Okay, we lost our RF again. Alright, and where are we going? These side ones probably look like treasure rooms, whereas straight ahead, that's going to be our rune one. Worth noting that you don't have to kill Hell Lords. So while you don't have to kill Panlords either, but for Panlords, if you don't kill them, you can see them on floors afterwards. But for Hell Lords, once you leave their palace, you'll never see them again. So they're really good to just apport the rune and teleport out. In our case, because we only have 5 teleports total, probably I'll skip the teleport out bit, but we can certainly steal the runes. Let's go a channel magic, because if we need to fight, we want to have our magic. I don't really want to rest in here either. There's an artifact ring. I want that. I'll port it to us. Don't really want the fiend. Oh, failed tornado. No, we didn't. We got it. Maybe let's net him. I don't like this. Okay, he is caught. I think it's just... Yeah, oh no. It said he was caught. It looks like when things are in the tornado, they just get blown out of the net. Because that's the second time where I've tried to throw nets at tornado things and it just hasn't worked. Okay, this is scary. Tornado's down now. Let's try to net him. That's the third one. Okay. Panic stations. That's good time for controlled blink, I think. Let's get back. Alright, and now we can try... Well, let's get our regen on. And then let's try to orbit destruction. Good, we got one. Why don't we just put a malign gateway out and then we'll run back. And if it's still chasing us, we got another one. Jeez. Our contamination's gone. What we could do actually... Oh, it's too late. No, we can do it up here. Okay, so I think let's control blink back. I hope that other fiend isn't just up here. I'm going to make a malign gateway in here. And then I'm going to go... Okay, there is. The other fiend is still there. Alright, that's okay. I'm going to shut this door. And then we're going to try and orbit destruction this guy. Okay, good. Oh, there's more. More fiends. Too many fiends. This is giving me a heart attack. Okay. Gotta keep remembering to cast regen. So my plan there was that... so I cast a malign gateway. And then the plan was to just shut the door. And even if the fiend opened the door, I was going to keep shutting it. Which meant it was going to be stuck in this room. Fighting the malign gateway. Or their tentacle is really what the actual monster is. Is he dead? This fiend? Shouldn't be testing like that. Let's go channel magic. Again, I don't really want to rest in here. And we're sort of getting towards the end, so I'm not really worried about Civ Piety. Another one. Jeez. Okay, same plan. Let's control blink over here. Make a malign gateway, which is that spell. And we're just going to shut this door. We feel more experienced, so there you go, our gateway 1. Sweet. It's a really strong spell. I think it's a very underrated spell. It's because it's summoning and translocations, and it's level 7. So I mean, you can win 3-rune games just with malign gateway, but the thing is that you can also win 3-rune games just with shadow creatures, and that's only summoning and level 6. So I understand why malign gateway is kind of not used very much. Shimmering ring. It's got RF, but yeah, that's about it. Smoke billows around you. Alright. No, not walk into the teleport trap. Let's test out this amulet of reflection. Okay, could have been +6. We've never seen a really cool artifact amulet. No big deal though, but it would have been nice. Okay, so we know our boss is going to be in here. What is his name? Asmodeus. Let's look him up. Asmodeus. He's immune to fire. He has about 450 HP, which is a lot. He's got Bolt of Fire, Fire Summon. I think that just does summons Demons of Flame and Damnation. I think basically he mostly just summons the fiends, the Brimstone fiends, but maybe other fire things as well. He can hurl Damnation at you. He is dangerous, but I think compared to Cerebov, he is fairly tame. So yeah, I think he, relatively speaking, he gets a bit of a bad rap. Well, it's not a bad rap, but it's just, he's pretty strong, but the other fire guy is just way stronger. I don't like that passage, so I'm just gonna wait for them to time out. Actually, I don't mind that one there. Let's try again. Okay, that's better. Alright, so the plan here, let's regen, is basically just to grab the rune and get out of here. I don't really want to fight him. There's no need to. So we grab the rune, jump on our passage, and then we can just control blink away, really. I don't want to go too crazy because every time you use it, you get contaminated. So if we go too nuts, we'll contaminate ourselves. But we're fast, so I think that's basically it. Hell Rune down is another fiend. I think it's unlikely as Modius is chasing us, but just in case, let's blow him up and get out of here. We could be passaging more. Shiver with fear. This is what, when you're going for like a world record low turn count runs, this is what you do. You just keep passaging, and as much as possible you don't walk. This is, I mean, oh, that guy went through our passage. Like this. I mean, we're not really concerned about turn count at this point. We're at 260,000 turns almost. Whereas the world record is, it's 19,000 or so. So yeah, we're a little way off that. Still. Alright, so that's our first Hell Rune done. I mean, we didn't kill Asmodeus, but that's the thing about Crawl, you don't need to. I thought it was interesting. I was saying on, I think it happened with two separate people, but I was saying that probably I could win a 3-rune game or even a 15-rune game as a Centaur like this just using shock. And then 2 times the response was, haha, yeah, I'm sure you could kill an orb of fire with it. And I thought that was very telling because your aiming crawl is not to kill orbs of fire. The aiming crawl is to get the orb of Zot. Anyway, what I'm in a roundabout way trying to say is that a lot of people think too often that you need to kill everything, but you really don't. Just take the rune, get out of there, and then you're done. You don't have to risk dying. Okay, so that's going to wrap this one up. In the next one, I guess we'll be heading into Tartarus. Let's head over there. We'll be trying to get our second Hell Rune. And then, I don't know, maybe we'll do Tomb after that. I don't know, we'll have to do a bit of training something. Don't know, I'll have a think about it. That's it for now. See you later.